Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be my Agent Carter Season 2, Episode 1 and 2 review. The reason why it's not looking really great, the video, and that I don't have a background or anything like that, is just because, one, it's really late in the day, so the lighting is off, and two, the internet's not connected, so I can't really get, right now it's just having trouble connecting, so I can't get the background right now. But other than that, we're still going to do this video, right? I don't care, we're still going to do it, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, especially what's going on with it tying into the cinematic universe. So let's get started. No edits because I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible. Let's get started. So, I knocked over the tripod real quick. So basically what's going on with Agent Carter is that Agent Carter is back. And it's been forever since we've had it on TV, so I'm glad that we have it back. But basically what's going on in this one is that in this season is that it's tying in with, are you guys ready? Drum roll please. Hold on, drum roll please. Doctor Strange, that is right, is tying into Doctor Strange, and here is why. So I'm going to talk about that later on, but right now I'm going to talk about Agent Carter being back. So Peggy is back, and she's been, we got Dottie back as well, and she was interrogating her until Sousa called. She needed to go to LA. So Peggy goes to LA. Jarvis has been bored this whole time, okay? So, Jarvis has been super bored. He teams up with Peggy, kind of a little bit. Not really that much, but kind of a little bit, and they team up again. We got Sousa back again, and we got, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but the girl who runs pretty much the place, the secret door and all that stuff. She's back too. We got pretty much a whole lot of people. We also got additional characters like Wilks. I'm going to talk about him too. So basically, they are doing an investigation, and it starts with this murder. Well, it doesn't start with it, but it continues with this murder about this lady in the lake, which is the first half. The first episode was called Lady in the Lake, and she's, covered in ice. And it goes and traces back to Iodine. Or am I saying that right? Einstein, yeah. And they go there, and this freak job lady's just like, how can I help you? How can I help you? How can I help you? How can I? She's like a broken doll. She just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. It is super annoying. But basically what goes on in this is that they want to investigate. They can't. They come back later on, I think in the second episode, or maybe the first, I don't remember. But they come back later on after the one detective dies, because he died, and just like that, one scientist who died as well, just covered in ice, just shattered in pieces. And so basically, what happens after that is that Wilks is involved, gets mixed into this crazy thing. I actually liked episode 2 more than episode 1, just because episode 2 we got that little bit of more Doctor Strange stuff. But anyway, so what goes on is that it carries on into episode 2. And then episode 2 is Dark in View or something like that, a View in the Dark, I think is what it's called. And so basically what goes on in that episode is that it's tying into Doctor Strange. Now, we have a new character, Whitney Frost. She is actually Madam Masque in Marvel Comics. In the comics, she is Madam Masque. And we see her, and she is also tied to this big thing that's going on with this council, okay? So basically, she's going to be a big character. I feel like that after we got that big reveal at the end with her with the scar, which was from the Zero Matter, isn't that what they called it? Zero Matter. She's going to be a big character. I think this is just going to go on her big arc as Madam Masque, as the character, which is going to be really cool as well. But it's dealing with the Dark Force, which is what I like about it. And so basically what goes on with this is that Peggy wants to investigate, and it's full of action. She gets to know Wilks a little bit more, which is really cool. I really like the addition of Wilks, even though he's gone. I do not think he's dead. I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. But she investigates, and she's just like, forget it. I ain't talking about no iodine. We get the explanation of Zero Matter, and we actually see the video of it pulling in everything. Now, if you guys don't know, this is tying into the Dark Force, which ties into Doctor Strange, which is weird, because you think it would tie into Captain America, but that was Season 1. I like what they're doing with this. I like how they're doing it with Doctor Strange. Agent Carter doesn't always have to be tied into Captain America. It can tie into other heroes, too. Especially the Sorcerer Supreme. I would never think that they do a magic kind of, darker, but a Sorcerer Supreme story tying in with Agent Carter, who's more of a Captain America character, which is very interesting to me. But basically what happens here is that they explain the Zero Matter as it is a force that draws in energy, which is why it freezes, which is why we saw the, ice death. And so basically what happens here is that it sucks everything in. And it deals with Doctor Strange with interdimensional travel, because you don't know, they said it could, Wilkes said, it could be extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional. And Doctor Strange, if he's going to be traveling through dimensions, then that's where this Dark Force Zero Matter comes from. All of this craziness. So they don't know that though. Like that's like Doctor Strange is set way after Agent Carter, so they're probably gonna just tie it in for now, so that we get held over until Doctor Strange comes in. This year, right? Doctor Strange is this year, or yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember, but anyway, I think it's this year, or maybe next year. I have no idea, but it's tying into that. And so later on, Wilkes gets into this big explosion with Whitney, and we see later on that Whitney is fine and that she has that scar, which will lead on to her arc. But we have, or maybe not an arc, but like we'll see more of that. But then we get Wilkes, he's gone, he's disappeared. Where the heck is he? I have no idea. And so if this ties into Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is an like he travels in dimensions, and he travels through the dimensions, and this is zero gravity tying in, wouldn't that mean that where the explosion sucks things in from the video that we saw, would that mean that Wilkes is in another dimension? And he's not dead? I don't know. It's possible, because it just like ties in so much. It's like Doctor Strange travels through dimensions, this sucks things in, and we have no idea where it goes. So could Wilkes be in another dimension? I don't know. Could he have been traveling as if Doctor Strange travels? It's a possibility, but, I don't know. So is Wilkes dead? I'm going to say for now that he's not dead. I think that everything is not as it seems. I think that he's not dead, and that he might be in another dimension, or something goes on with that. I have no idea. But I really, at this point, have no idea, because I'm not really big with Doctor Strange, but I would like to learn. So if you guys didn't know anything about that, then comment down below, and I'd love to learn all about what you think is going on, if you guys know more than me, because you probably do. But basically, it was really cool. I'm glad to have Agent Carter back. It was an awesome season for season 1. Incredible. The improvised fight scenes, like Peggy used the coins for Dottie this episode. It was awesome. Or I guess episode 1. And then like all this stuff happening, it's awesome. The 40s look of it is amazing. It just looks awesome. It's amazing how they're using all this CG and stuff. It looks incredible. And we're in LA this time around. So does anybody else go back to the LA Noire video game? I do. But it's super cool, and I'm really excited. So what did you guys think of this episode? Comment down below. And do you think they're going to be doing even more, like pushing it even more with Zero Matter and Doctor Strange? Links up there to my other not Agent Carter videos, sorry. I'll put a link up there to my other videos. So just links up there for other videos. Link them there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Vlog channel, and Synth channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to those. DC did a ton of Dawn of Justice League stuff, and I finished all of the videos for those. So if you guys want to go check those out, that'll probably be up there as well. Thanks guys for watching this, and see you guys later. Bye-bye.